Hey guys, good morning and welcome to our time collection for the month. We have been working on collecting quarters of an hour, halves of an hour, thirds of an hour, sixths of an hour. Each week we are trying something new. So today we're going to take some of those things and put them into some word problems to see how we can help us that can help us figure out some time in the real world. Okay, so let's take a look at our first problem. At 2:05, Tom said that school is over in 3/4 of an hour. What time is school over? So the first thing that I'm going to do, which I'm sure your teachers tell you to do, is to get your highlighter out and to underline or circle or highlight things that are important. So 2:05, school is over in 3/4 of an hour. In 3/4 of an hour. So that means that at 2:05, you still have 3/4 of an hour to go. So we need to figure out, if it's 2:05, how much time is there? And what time is 3/4 into an hour after that? So first, let's figure out what is 3/4 of an hour. And we already know, because we have done this before. This was our second thing we added to our collection. We did quarters of an hour. And we said if we took a clock that's 60 minutes and we divided it into 4 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, or quarters or fourths, how many minutes are in one of those quarters? So if I look here in this shaded part, I see 5, 10, 15. So there are 15 minutes in 1/4. But guess what? 3/4. We need to know 3/4. So I have to do 15 3 times. Or I can add 15 plus 15 plus 15 to figure that out. So a lot of us do that many different ways. Okay, some of us might look at our ones first and say 5, 10, 15. And then we might add a 10, 15 plus 10, 25, plus another 10, 35, plus another 45. So I know when I put all 3 15s together, I get 45 minutes, okay? So I have to take 45 minutes and add that to 2:05, okay? So I can do that in a couple of ways too. I can take, say, what's 5 minutes plus 45 minutes? 45 plus 5. Are we adding on any hours? No, we're only adding minutes. Or I could take my fantastic clock and say to myself, okay, it's 2, shorthand on the 2, 05, longhand on the 05, 2:05. And I can count around by 5s, 45 minutes, and see what I land on. So if I'm here at 5 and I count around by 5s till I get to 45, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So what are the minutes here? The minutes are here. It's 50. And if I started here, and I did not go all the way around and cross into the next hour, I'm still in the 2 o'clock hour. So I am now at 2:50. Hey, is 45 plus 5 50? It sure is. So that works too. So the answer that I am going to write on my paper here, what time is school over? 2:50. Okay? It's hard to see, huh? Because it's in green. All right, so let's take a look at our second word problem that we have. Our second word problem says, at 1:30, let me just do this so it's a little more pointed out. Deb's friend called and said, let's meet at the mall. Oh, I wish I could go to the mall. In 1 1/3 hours. What time are they meeting? First of all, Deb's friend, can't you just tell me the time? Nope, Deb likes her to work for it. Deb's friend likes her to work for it. So she wants her to work to figure it out. So it's 1:30 now. She said we're going to meet at the mall in 1 1/3 hours. Well, guess what, Deb's friend? We've been working on our thirds of an hour. And we found out if we split our clock into 1, 2, 3 parts, one of those parts has 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So Deb's friend did say that let's meet at the mall in 1 whole hour. So we know we're going to need to add 1 whole hour and 1/3 hours. What? So, 2 things. We know that an hour is 60 minutes, right? And we also know that we're adding an extra 20 minutes to this. So we're going to have 60 minutes plus 20 minutes. So we could have 60 plus 20. So we could either add it by adding the minutes, by adding 80 minutes, or I can add 1 hour and 20 minutes. For me personally, I'm going to pick this way. The hour and then the 20. Because to me that's easier in my head to do. Because I'm starting at 1:30. Okay? So I forgot to tell you guys. Don't mind this. They don't work. They don't work when I move them correctly. So there's supposed to be a gear in there that really helps us. So it's going to be 1:30, and I'm going to put this 1 halfway in between because half that hour is over. So it's 1:30. If I am at 1:30, do I have to add any hours? I do. I have to add a whole hour. So that means that this minute hand needs to go around a full 60 minutes. And if I add a whole 60 minutes, I'm going to be at, see, I told you this doesn't work right. I'm going to be at 1:30 plus 1 whole hour is 2:30. So I added this part. So I go from 1:30 plus 1 hour, and I'm only adding to here, so I get to 2:30. So now from 2:30, I need to add 20 minutes onto that. So I'm saying to myself 30 plus 20, or I can go to my clock here and I can add 20 minutes on by going 5, 10, 15, 20. So what time is that? Did we cross over into the next hour? We did not. We just went from here to here. So we didn't cross this hour line. So now, is 30 plus 20 50? It is. So we plus 20 minutes and we're at 2:50. So they're going to meet at the mall at 2:50 and shop till they drop. And girls, I'm very jealous, Deb and your friend. I would love to go shop. So our time is going to be 2:50 that they're meeting. Okay? All right. So now you get to have your problem that you are going to answer. Okay? Here is your problem that you're going to answer, and you're going to leave your answer in the comments for your teacher to look at. All right? Bob said the movie starts in half an hour. It starts in half an hour. If it is 2:15, what time does the movie start? And don't forget, half an hour has this many minutes. Okay? So help me tell Bob what time his movie starts. It's 2:15 and the movie's going to start in a half an hour. So please leave your response, your answers in the comments, and have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.